Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. It is Aston Villa versus. I'm just so used to looking up there. Aston Villa versus Zrinjski in the Europa Conference League Group E. This is the second game of the group, as you guys probably are. Oh, yeah, got a notification. You guys are probably well aware by now that we lost to Legia Warsaw. Fairly embarrassing defeat. It was a fairly changed team, but there's no excuse to lose in the manner that we did. But we did. And Aston Villa are, in my opinion, desperate need of a victory today. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. We'll do what we usually do. We've got different scores on screen for both the Europa Conference League on the left, and the Europa League on the right. We'll go through the Aston Villa lineup. How you doing, Dean? And we've got 2 comments from Dean already, which I'll read now. Tielemans and Dendonka worry me. Centre mid, such a key area. We are to win. Got to win this. My God, those two are going to have. I can't read today. Going to win this. My God, those two are going to have to up it hugely. Throwing Lenglet and Carlos together also concerns me. I'll say 2-1, but we just won't win it, will we? Well, I want to be positive. I think we will win and win convincingly 3-0 today. I'm just going to say that off the bat. I'm not going to bait it. I'm just going to say it how it is because I'm a Villa fan. I love this club and I want this club to succeed. I think they will, and I think we'll win today. Yeah, give me your predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know. Let me know. I'll go through the lineups of both teams. I'm just going to lower the brightness of this, actually. Just a little bit. All right. There we are. Alexa, Streamlight 100%. Oh, you know what? If I want to do that, then I'll do... Oh, I'll do this. Cool. All right. So, lineup for Aston Villa. We've got a strong team. A fairly strong team, in my opinion. Well, at least it's Martinez in goal. That's where I'll leave this at. Emmy in goal. Diego Carlos is back. Konsa, Lenglet, Luca Digne. That is the defense. Dendonka, Tielemans. It could be a back 5 with Dendonka. We could see a back 3 with Carlos, Dendonka, Longley, with Konsa one side, Digne the other. We'll have to wait and see. Flash score, reckon it's a 4-2-3-1 with Dendonka, Tielemans pivot. Bailey, McGinn, Zaniolo, and John Duran. That is the Aston Villa lineup. Yeah, that to me, I don't know if we would put Konsa or Carlos at right back. Although we played John McGinn at left back recently, so I don't know. I have no idea. Aston Villa are a very bizarre club these days. Sometimes for the better. All right, we'll read the lineup for Zrinjski because there could be some fans of Zrinjski that are tuning into this stream. So I'll give them the respect they deserve. Maric in goal, Ticinovic, Senic, Yako. It's gonna be one of those days. Yakovle. Oh, what is that name? Yakovlevich. That's a nightmare to say. Yeah. Slobodan Yakovlevich. That is a nightmare name. And then Josip Koluka. Actually, well, I know of the surname Koluka. Unfortunately, it's not him. Mark Grundy. Yes, AJ, good to see you. Try not to butcher anything. I will try. These are some horrible names. Their pivot is Radic. And Kanajija. These are horrible names. Kuze, Ivancic, and Hovanovic is their front 3. And the striker, whose name I'm going to have to say a lot today, is Nemanja Bibija. Bibija? Lovely. Try not to get demonetized, and we go 1-0 in the first 15 minutes. Oh, guys, you can see my background is back to how it usually is, which is nice because I've come back for the weekend. I thought I might as well stream this game and the game on Sunday at home. Which it's nice. It's nice to have my my setup back. Well, somewhat. Where's the cat? I don't know where actually. She might be either on my bed or over there. Alexa, bedroom light off. I didn't realise the light was on. So yeah, so I've just been a bit distracted today. Games you can see on screen. Aberdeen play today, as well as in our group AZ Alkmaar versus Legia Warsaw, and Fiorentina also played not the semi-finalists, the finalists of last season. Yeah, Aberdeen versus HJK. I think they're a Icelandic team. Fiorentina versus Ferencváros, and it's PAOK versus Frankfurt. That's the other game not on screen, as well as Trnava versus Fenerbahce. Aston Villa players are heading onto the pitch. Do I know where my headphones are? That is the real question. I don't know where I put my headphones. How am I supposed to listen to the game? I didn't think this through. I kind of needed them for a bit of commentary. All right, bear with me. I am going to find my headphones. Yeah, guys, while I'm gone for like 5 seconds, please give me your predictions for the game today. Any score prediction will be appreciated. I'm going 3-0, 3-0 Aston Villa. I actually can't find. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. Also, my microphone level seems to be really low. I might have to turn that up. Yeah. I have no idea where it is. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to not have headphones in because I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them, so I apologize for that, guys. Can't find the remote resort. I appreciate that. I do. How you doing, CJ? Why is my camera being weird? That will have to do. Yeah, I don't know where I've put my headphones. I have no idea. Also, I'm gonna turn up my volume on my microphone. I just realised. It's really low. I don't know why. Bear with, guys. All right, that might be. Yeah, that's better. That is better. All right, I apologise for that little delay. The players are getting onto the pitch now. We're gonna see the there's predicted lineups from TNT Sport as well. As TNT predict who is gonna play where. I reckon it could be a 5-back. I wouldn't be surprised. Is what I'm trying to say. Would not be surprised. I'm really perplexed as to where my headphones are. I swear I didn't take them out, but apparently I did, and I have no idea where I put them. No idea at all. But I'll probably find them after stream. You had a 2-hour nap. Very nice. Very nice. Hope you enjoyed that. The other game, I think we covered this very briefly. AZ Alkmaar played Zrinjski in the first group game of Group E. They led 3-0 and managed to lose. They lost 4-3, which is actually it's crazy to think about that they were ahead by that amount of goals and they ended up losing the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where is the overlay? There it is. We're about to be underway. Villa in the claret and blue and Zrinjski are in this lovely gold and black kit. I can't lie, the kit is nice. It's probably better than ours. I'm watching it on TNT Sport 2. Just going to get a screenshot of the game. Paul, if you want to make good money, I reckon you could put a bet on Zrinjski, you know. Look, I shouldn't say this as a Villa content creator. But, you know, we lost to... Who did we lose to last year? It was Stevenage United. And if you'd have put money on Stevenage to beat Aston Villa on that day, you'd have made some good money. So, if you want to put a gamble, that's a decent gamble. That's what I think. Obviously, I shouldn't really say that though as a Villa fan, but we move. Yeah, Villa need to win this very desperately. Villa are at home. I'm a bit disappointed with ticket sales today. Fair few empty seats, Aston Villa. Which, you know, when you take into the context of, you know, the club haven't done great with the way they deal with supporters. They charge a lot of money. I think it was like £35 for the Everton game, which was ridiculous. I don't get some of the decisions. We got 20,000 people on the waiting list as well for a season ticket. Yep, look at all the empty seats here. Digne with an early ball in from the left towards Duran. Good header away. Only as far as Yuri Tielemans. Lays it off to Ezri Konsa. You did put money on... Fair enough, Mark. I don't blame you, Mark. Long lane. Out wide is John McGinn. We're already seeing a very low block from Zrinjski. It's only been 2 minutes in the game. Every single man behind the ball's past the halfway line, and all but the striker, every man behind it. Digne back to Clement Longley. It had a very poor game against it was Everton, wasn't it? Or was it Legia Warsaw? It was his debut. This is terrible ball knowledge from me. I know Longley has struggled. That's what I'm trying to say. Longley, in the short time he's been here, he has struggled. I think it was Legia Warsaw he played, and he was terrible. I think that was like his debut game. He was absolutely awful. Truth be said, long ball towards Luca Digne. He might keep this in. He does. He hooks it back in, but it's caught by the goalkeeper. Maric. Let's make sure. Maric with the catch. Digne. I'm surprised he actually got to the ball, to be honest. That's quite quick for Digne. Konsa might go. Oh man, Ezri Konsa. Well, apparently that's a foul from Zan. I don't think that's a foul. Zaniolo trying to put pressure on. That was against Kanajija. I will say I'm gonna apologize for any mispronounced names today. Oh, what a ball from the left hand side! He actually found. I need to look at notes. I hate doing this. But Babilja in the box. It was a good pick out on the left hand side. Found him in the penalty area. Tries to swivel. And at Villa eventually clear. But a little bit concerning how a ball from the left actually managed to pick a pass out. You know, most people will expect Villa to put Zrinjski to the sword today. I am going to piss off a lot of Bosnia. Yeah, I already know that. Hang on, I'm going to try something stupid. I'm going to try increasing brightness really high. And we'll see what it does. It's actually not that bad. But my camera's weird. It doesn't react to... the further I am away, it starts to shit itself. I don't know why. I find it really annoying. Like, look at that. But then I do that and it's a lot better. I hate it. But if I don't have it on, the colour scheme in this room is terrible. So I have to have something. I need like a really like good ring light, and I don't have one, basically. And I need a better camera at some point. But my camera is supposed to be expensive too. Dear Lord. Oops, I knocked my laptop. Tielemans for Villa. Oh, good pass. Into Zaniolo. Played a ball between two players there. Ezri Konsa. Leon Bailey to his right. No Diaby starting for Villa today. Same with Ollie Watkins. Hat-trick hero against Brighton. Obviously rested. John Duran coming in. This is Duran's time, though, to really show what he's made of. He's not going to have many opportunities like this. McGinn, really sloppy pass from John McGinn. And Longley has to foul to stop a counter-attack break. That's really poor for McGinn. It was well won by Hovanovic, the right winger. And now the camera's had to go short. Oh! Well, a shot come cross, I guess, from the number 26. Sorry, 20. It would have been 25. Kuze on the left. The camera had to cut to it because they took the free kick very quickly. Emi Martinez came out of his goal. I think he's tried to chip him, but the ball didn't have enough direction. And it ended up, well, I'd say technically wide, but it technically stayed on the pitch. It was that poor of a shot, really. Duran wrestling. Duran in the box. And he goes for a deflected shot. Villa get a corner. It's been a very messy game so far, I gotta say. At one end, Zrinjski actually have a decent chance to score, and it was a wasted opportunity by Kuze. And the other end, John Duran getting pulled. And kind of on his own, he gets a cheeky shot away. Seen the replay of the Zrinjski chance. Yeah, he's very selfishly gone for a chip there. I don't blame him though. You might as well. You gotta go for it sometimes. Well, there's a shove there in the box on Tielemans. Tielemans goes flying. Villa take the corner short into Tielemans. Back to Leon Bailey, gets to cross in towards the far post, towards Carlos. In the box, Daniolo's shot hits Konsa, and they have to clear the ball over their own bar. Aston Villa very close to taking the lead. Lovely corner, lovely routine. Yeah, it takes a double deflection. It hits Konsa, and it hits the number 95 Senic, the centre-back. And it deflects over the bar. Corner taken towards Carlos, but it's headed away. How full is Villa Park? Not very. I'm going to say that. I would guess it's very similar to like the Championship days. I'd say like maybe 30, 35, 36,000. A little bit disappointing, really. I'll push it and say 37, but I don't think it'll be way beyond that. McGinn, good ball into Digne. Digne early cross into Duran. Good header away at the near post. Goes back to John McGinn. His heavy touch again, though. Villa keep it alive with Diego Carlos. I'm glad to see Carlos' injury isn't that bad. I was worried when he had his ACL. Was it his ACL injury? He had a really bad one when he first signed for Aston Villa. Had a year out. I think it was ACL. Come back, got injured against Liverpool, and you do worry. The first, I don't think the first scan was very nice, but he has seemingly recovered very well, which is nice. It is getting, for anyone who plays EAFC, Diego Carlos is getting a special card soon. Every like big team in the Conference League has received one upgradable card. I think Fenerbahce had Edin Dzeko get one, and our one will be Diego Carlos. Was it Achilles? I knew it was a really bad one. Like one of the typical bad ones. It was his Achilles tendon. You were correct. I think I'm saying ACL because Buendia and Tyrone Mings. And if you guys remember in the past, Wesley as well, Tom Heaton, all had ACL injuries at Aston Villa. So I think my mind just automatically goes to ACL, I guess. Would love to have gone tonight. Bad work. Have you guys seen the videos of the Zrinjski fans around Birmingham? I saw one today because obviously there's like at least 1,000 that have gone, and yeah, the ultras all going together. I can't remember where they were. They were on some steps, but yeah, like really loud chanting. It was quite funny to see, really. European nights back at Aston Villa. Absolutely love to see it. Good press from Digne and John Duran. Ball back to the goalkeeper. Maric clears it long. Won back temporarily by Tielemans. But Villa cannot keep the ball. And Zrinjski get the second ball. That's a terrible pass. What on earth? Yeah, that was Jakojevic with a terrible ball. Zaniolo now on the left-hand side for Aston Villa. He's got Tielemans short. Tielemans in the box. Tries. What is Tielemans doing? What is he doing? Honestly, he's been so disappointing since pre-season. We were sold such a dream. Tielemans has been piss poor constantly for Aston Villa. He gets the ball from Zaniolo and he just stumbles on it almost. And then rather than try and, win it back, he just fouls his man and completely ruins the attack. Like, that's so poor from Tielemans. That's championship level football. That might be harsh on championship. The control is terrible there. Here comes Zrinjski down the right. Korluka. Oh, lovely back heel against Digne. But he doesn't get past him, and he actually fouls him in doing so. He pulls his shirt. But the initial back heel was actually quite nice. I'll be down. Cool. Carlos for Villa. 11 gone. Aston Villa 0. Zrinjski 0. Guys, 25 of you in the live stream. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I think I've recently passed 3,500. Anyone can push me beyond that. That would be lovely. Leon Bailey on the byline cuts it back. Duran keeps it alive as the passing to him wasn't amazing. Zaniolo now enters the box, goes for a deflected shot again, and it's gone wide. Aston Villa have a corner. Predictions. I said 3-0 to Aston Villa before the game started, so I'd love to see what some of you guys think. Obviously, it's kind of cheating now because the game has already started, and you can kind of get a feel of this game after 11 minutes. It doesn't look like a 3-0 game so far. But, I still stand by what I say. Tielemans, corner taken short. Bailey, left-footed cross. Oh, it's a brilliant one all the way to Digne. His shot is blocked, and that was a big chance. Digne, acres of space. Really good pick out from Bailey. But his shot was charged down. That's a wasted chance for Luca Digne. That hurts. That was a really good pass from Bailey. He had a poor first touch when the corner was taken short. We've done a lot of these like training ground set pieces so far. It's only been 12 minutes. We've already seen it. Guys, if any of you are watching on a stream online, do let me know. I will pin the comment. I am watching on TNT Sport. But if any of you are watching a stream, do tell the chat. Lovely long ball towards Duran. He might get there. Oh, the keeper, I think, has he took that over the line? Apparently not. A long ball played to Duran, and the keeper very, I gotta say, not very convincingly, tries to grab the ball and pluck it from the sky. He wrestles with Duran as the long ball goes forward. It looked like he might have took it out, but apparently he didn't, according to the linesman. Early chance as an early ball comes in, and there's some arguing amongst the Zrinjski players. I think Babidja may have wanted that to feet rather than a direct pass there. But another wasted chance on the counter-attack for Zrinjski. For any of those who are wondering, it is a back four for Villa. We did kind of discuss this briefly. I think it's Ezri Konsa at right back for Aston Villa today. Longley, again, not brilliant defensively there. Good recovery, though, from John McGinn to get the ball back, and then McGinn fizzes it. Absolutely fizzes it at Duran. He can't get the ball down. Not amazing so far, but we got a long way to go. A long way to go indeed. No goals in either of the games in any of the 6 that I've got on screen. And I'll give updates intermittently from the Frankfurt and Fenerbahce game. Oh, the counter-attack. Big chance of Zrinjski. And a brilliant save from Emi Martinez. It should actually be 1-0 to the Bosnian side. Oh my goodness me. I don't know how he was onside. Villa struggling to defend direct passes once again with a high line. Kuze, I presume, down the left, drills a cross in, and Babidja gets the shot away in pretty much on the penalty spot, and it's a brilliant one-handed save from Emi Martinez. That's terrible, though, from Aston Villa. It actually should be 1-0 to the Bosnian side. I want to see a replay of that because the camera didn't really cover it. Ezri Konsa either caught out of position or the back line was caught too high. Either way, big chance for Zrinjski, and they did not take it. Really good save from Martinez. Bloody hell, man. Absolutely shocking defensively from Aston Villa. Nowhere near the standard that we deserve, really. Esri Concert. Not a lot of pressing from Zrinjski. I think they are going to be very structured today. They are not going to press. I think their game plan is sit and counter, which is what they did, and it nearly worked. It was a really good save, like I said. But that is a concern. Because the shot wasn't terrible. It was a comfortable height for the goalkeeper to make a save, but it was like towards the far corner. It was just a really good read from Martinez. McGinn into Tielemans. Villa, we've got to wake up, man. It's been a really sloppy start. Cross from Digne. Good pick out to Zaniolo. Chance! Zaniolo doesn't take it down very well. That's terrible. That is terrible. I'm sorry, but that is awful from Zaniolo. It's a really good pass from the left. And his control is terrible. His reaction as well, he's angry about it. He just doesn't take the ball down. He does not take the ball down at all. He's angry with himself. Villa do get a throw-in. Digne into Tielemans. And I think, yeah, it will be another Villa throw-in. They're slightly deeper, but you won't notice it. Digne quickly into Duran. Duran tries to wrestle. Villa still keep it. Tielemans now into Konsa. Bad pass to Konsa. Tielemans has been stinky, man. Oh, and then McGinn gets nutmegged. Oh, I can't believe this. John McGinn gets nutmegged as he tries to press the ball. Thankfully, Villa do have it back, though. Martinez into Carlos. 17 minutes gone, and I'm not happy with what I see. It's Aston Villa 0, Zrinjski 0, but they've had the clearest chance to score. And Villa, we look like strangers sometimes when we pass. Zaniolo with bad touches. Duran trying to... He's not... Look, I like Duran, but he's already struggled a little bit with the physicality of them. Yeah, I'm going to try and remain positive, but yeah. I can't believe McGinn got nutmegged. That is so funny. It's not, but it is at the same time. Bailey with a... Again, it's more hit and hope, really, towards Zaniolo. I'm going to say this as well, because people will always say, and they say in my TikTok comments as well, oh, why did Villa do so well one week and then so bad the next? Or, oh, how did Villa lose to Legia Warsaw 3-2 and then we beat Brighton 6-1? It's simply because our second team is terrible. Oh, that actually should be 1-0. I'm seeing the replay, and it's a terrible miss. Yeah, he's just not caught it very well. Babidja, if he had any clean contact there, it's 1-0. It's almost come off his ankle, and it was a very comfortable height for Martinez to make the save. Had no right really to make a save in that position, but it was Bailey and Konsa out of position. I presume the two left it for each other because they were pretty much in line. Neither of them tracked the through ball. I guess maybe they believed in the offside trap, but that didn't work. And yeah, we count ourselves very lucky. Long ball through. Carlos with the initial header. Digne. That's quite cold from Digne. I will say that. Very nice. Very composed. Like 3 men on him. Finds the pass. And then Digne wins a throw-in. Again, that's not bad. Look, Digne, I'm a big critic of him. He's not the quickest, but he's a very composed fullback. And yeah, very aggressive press from Zrinjski for the first time today. Digne goes long towards Zaniolo. And that's poor from him, really. He's just been wrestled to the ground and lost the ball. Chance cross from the right. Then Donker takes it down off his chest. It's hacked away by Carlos. Duran tries to climb and win a header. Villa get the second ball, but Tielemans gives it away again. He's so bad. He's actually so bad. It's not funny. Tielemans has been... See, Paul, you said McGinn's having a stinker. Tielemans is... Look, I can't even get my words out because I'm that mad. If McGinn's having a stinker, then what is Tielemans having? Because Tielemans has been all over the place. I think he's given the ball away 4 times. It's only been 20 minutes in the game. It's piss poor, man. Another direct ball, which Digne has to defend. He does well, actually, though. Tielemans always has a stinker, though, so it's normal. He's so bad. Oh. Well, was that a salute? I don't have headphones, so I don't know what the commentary is like, but that didn't look great from the Zrinjski fan, who looked like he was doing some kind of gesture. I could be wrong. It looked like one. It did look like one. They were chanting. Yeah, well, I saw a snippet of it, and I'm like, his hand is very straight and out wide. Yeah. Typical ultra stuff. Digne has been clobbered, seemingly, and Hrivanovic has gone over to apologise. It's just he was stupid and didn't do it in time. He just looked confused. I see. Yeah, it looked like it anyway. I'm probably wrong, but it looked dodgy at first, is what I will say. I know they were chanting, and you can kind of tell in the background, but this guy, I know what that was all about. His hand did not need to be in that way. That was very interesting. I'm gonna move on from that. 22 minutes gone. It still goalless. A bit of a flat game so far. I gotta say, I really expected a little bit more. Considering we needed to win, we lost against Legia Warsaw. I think a point I was trying to make earlier, which got in. Yeah, my point went because I think I got distracted with something that happened in the game. But our second team is terrible compared to our first team. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain's just not working today. Our second team is piss poor compared to our first team. Our second team would fight relegation. Clement Longley, I don't really get how he plays for Barcelona. If I'm going to be honest. Longley also played for Spurs. I don't see that. When I watch Longley, I don't really see that in him. But sure. Oh, Carlos, that's a mistake. But thankfully, Digne has been a monster today. I don't know what Digne has had for... He's had some insane breakfast or dinner today. He's on fire. Carlos with a mistake and Digne there to cover. Really good interception. I mean, they might have been a foul or offside anyway. Oh, McGinn goes down and that'll be a free kick right on the edge of the box for Aston Villa. Yeah, Digne's been really good so far. Really good. I wouldn't look in terms of lately. He played quite well against Chelsea, but they didn't do a lot down his side. He was poor against Legia Warsaw. He was pretty poor against them. I will say that. He played well against Brighton. And so far, everything seems to be fine. He didn't play in the cup actually. He didn't start anyway, so I can't blame him for that. But against Legia Warsaw, the last European game, Digne didn't play very well in. Even though he scored, he was probably at fault for at least 2 of their goals, if not 3. I actually missed the free kick from Villa, but we do not have the ball, so I don't think it went very well. Oh, counter-attack break for Zrinjski. Villa, a little bit exposed here. Shot comes in. Thankfully, it's high and wide. It was the number 91, Tisinovic, the left back. Coming forward. Wait, it went the other way for diving. How was that a dive? How was that a dive? That's why I need earphones, because I don't know what's going on. I do, but it's hard to guess. The commentary team, they get everything. Commentators bloody get VAR in their ear. It's great. Meanwhile, I'm watching on the monitor without any sound. It looked like McGinn was fouled. McGinn is he's not usually a diving man, so I'm surprised. If he has actually done that, I am surprised. Digne on the left, fakes across, does put one in now towards Duran. Hacked away, Tielemans. Oh my God, Tielemans goes for a volley and misses the ball. We still have it with Duran. He recycles back out to McGinn. Now Duran, mate, you need to be in the box. That's better. Duran has lost the wrestling battle. I said this. I literally said this about 5 minutes ago. Duran is struggling with the physicality of them. He's trying to battle Senic and I can't say this name. Jakovjevic. That is such a horrible name to say. Jakovjevic. Yeah, I need to keep saying that in my head. Yeah, but he's struggling physically. Dean, I know obviously you like to be negative. Where was your negativity after 3-1, by the way, for Brighton? We battered Brighton and you didn't tune back in. Where was that? Like, Dean, whenever Villa win, you don't seem to say much. Is what I'm trying to say. You're always there when we do badly. But we hit Brighton for 6. And, well, at 3 and 4-1, you were saying, oh, we could lose. I'm convinced. He's a very pessimistic Villa fan. Look, Dean is a Villa. I've seen. Like, I've had this before. Dean actually has like full-on Villa stuff everywhere. So he is a Villa fan. He's just very pessimistic. What did you say at 6-1? If you'd like to repeat it. Or if you want to say something new here at 6-1, what do you want to say? Like, we beat a side who were unbeaten previously in the Premier League this season, 6-1. Like, that's insane. But, like, you hardly ever gas Villa up, which is quite sad, because I think we deserve it, you know? We finished 7th last year with a team that was 16th under Gerrard in the very same season. Well, McGinn said the actual quote was he thought we were either going to get battered or do the battering. Along those lines. There was going to be a battering either way. That's what McGinn said. It was going to be, you know, balls to the wall, very heavily one-sided one way or the other. Yeah, we haven't had a shot on target now. They have, and they should have scored. There was that shot from, I think, Zaniolo, which I'm surprised has not gone down the shot on target. I think it deflected possibly off Konsa. I think he took a double deflection. Really good interception from Digne again. He's been my best. He's actually been man of the match so far, Digne. Yeah, how stupid that is. I'm Digne's biggest hater, right? I'm literally his biggest hater, and he's been amazing this game, which is very unlike Digne. I don't know what he's had today, but he's just been very class. Ball into Zaniolo. He gets a bit lucky there. The ball ricochets to Leon Bailey, and Bailey is fouled. Zaniolo looks like he plays with Timberlands, you know? His boots are just I don't get it. His touch is a bit dross, I can't lie. Early ball into McGinn on the left-hand side. He gives it back to Digne. Digne's got Dendoncker short. He goes backwards to Clement Longley. Back to Digne on the left-hand side. Villa, all of Villa's attacks come down the left. I don't know if we've specifically, you know, tactically done that, but I have noticed we have played the ball down the left-hand side pretty much non-stop this game. I say that as now Bailey has the ball on the right, but he might cut more centrally. He does. Plays the ball into Carlos. Into Dendoncker. The donkey, as I like to call him. Longley. We are being very patient with the ball right now. Very small passes, intricate, trying to find their way through. Now we go down the right with Konsa. Konsa Zaniolo with him. Does find him. Very low block from Zrinjski. I think I've said this. But it's an insanely low block. Their whole team. They're literally... Their furthest player forward is 45 yards from goal. It is a very, very low block. Oh, Duran has put it wide, but that was a foul anyway. Ball played into Duran. Got a little swivel. I don't know what the foul is for, to be honest. I really don't know what the foul is for. I want to see this. What does Duran do wrong? He does nothing wrong. That's shoulder to shoulder. He actually does nothing wrong. And the defender next to him is complaining for an elbow. It's just shoulder to shoulder. Duran's been getting bullied by these defenders all evening. But Duran fights back. And it's apparently a foul. Goal for Roma in their game. They lead 1-0 in the Europa League. And it's also... Oh my God. Fiorentina are losing. That's crazy. It's AZ Alkmaar 0, Legia Warsaw 0 in our other game in Group E. It's TNT Sport 2, I believe, yeah. Also, brief note, the rebrand of BT Sport is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Bailey, terrible. Oh, brilliant from Kantz. Kantz has done really well there, but I think a foul might have been given. Has it been given? They're highlighting the referee. I don't think so. That's very good from Esri Konsa. It was a very piss poor pass from Leon Bailey, but Konsa's done really well there. If we lose to a Wi-Fi password again, I can't, man. Well, they're making it very hard. Every team we play in Europe, bar Hibernian, I guess. They make it hard for us. Even when we were last in European competitions, when we played like Rapid Vienna, they used to treat us like a cup final. I don't get it. Why everyone is like so desperate to beat us? Duran looks like he was fouled there, and he still stays down. Digne gets the cross in towards Leon Bailey, but it's good defending once more. This is horrible, man. So boring. Carlos kicks the ball out of play. Duran is still down, holding his back. Yeah, he went down like a ton of bricks there. Oh dear. What happened? What happened? I didn't see anything there. It was just a little shove, but nothing that bad. But Duran is holding his back. He does look in a little bit of discomfort. 33 gone. It remains goalless. Annoyingly, I will look at the stats in the other game. I am interested to see how AZ Alkmaar recover. It's very even in their game apparently. 49%, 51 possession. One shot from Alkmaar to Legia's 4. Legia also seemingly have a different attack. Joshua and Gual there, but I don't think Pekart started against us. It was Mucci, yeah. They dropped one of their front three against Alkmaar. I think they played their strongest team against Villa. But it's a slightly weakened side against Alkmaar, seemingly. Concert tries to find Zaniolo, well intercepted. I gotta say, I know they're playing low block, but they have done very well defensively. And Tielemans complaining again after a foul's gone against him. He's been so wank. I can't. Honestly, I try and back every Villa player. I really do, but Tielemans makes it really hard for me. He does make it hard. Oh. Another long ball. And that has gone out of play. How you doing, Andrea? Losing to a Wi-Fi password. Haha, Zrinjski must start. Okay. I'm guessing you are a supporter of Zrinjski. I will say, you're playing well. You're doing quite well. It's goalless so far. You've had probably the best chance to score. But thankfully for us, you didn't. And it's still 0-0. That's literally what I've got to say. Digne fakes across. Goes more central. and then backwards. This has been from an entertainment point of view, it's not been a great game. I say it as it is, you know. I'm quite real. I say it as it is. It has been very poor. Not a lot of entertainment. It has been very painful at times. Tielemans goes for 50-50 and loses out. It's Senic for Zrinjski. Radic now back into Senic. Happy to be here, but it's not like this is a big European group. Should be getting out. I will say we didn't have the easiest group. I'm gonna say that. We should easily qualify. It's no excuse. It's zero excuse to not qualify from this group. AZ Alkmaar are one of the best sides in the Netherlands. Legia Warsaw have beaten Premier League teams very, very recently in the last few years. Obviously, Zrinjski is the odd one out, I guess, in my argument. But I mean, they're Bosnian champions. They must be doing something right over there. I don't think they're Bosnian champions who are playing low block though. I will say that. I think they've definitely approached this game with the idea of hitting us on the counter attack. I'm West Ham fan, but I'm rooting for Villa to win the Conference League at the Villa. I appreciate your support, although playing like this, we're not going to. As much as I love Aston Villa, I keep it very real on this channel. Maybe sometimes on my TikTok I don't, but on YouTube, on my lives and all that, I do keep it very real. We play like this, we won't win it. We're not playing very well. We lost against Legia Warsaw and deserved to lose. And look, we are playing a low block shithouse team. But, you know, I expected this earlier today. I knew how they were going to play. Digne, lovely fake cross, and then he does get dispossessed fairly poorly there. I've seen like 4 or 5 fake crosses now. I think we're just trying to bait out their defensive structured line. They're playing incredibly deep. And their only game plan is try and hit us on the break. They know we play a high line. They know we press. So it's all about just trying to, you know, stay compact, stay as a unit, and then try and beat us on the break. You do worry. Maybe if we played a more expansive team, we could actually... It sounds silly to say this, but we're not amazing against low block. You know, we play Brighton, who are one of the most expansive and don't give a fuck attitude teams in England, and probably, you know, in the upper echelon of world football, and we batter them 6-1. And yet we're playing. I know this is the second team, but we play a low block, and we look a little bit clueless at times. Yeah, Zaniolo, he's had a very poor game today. That's a good ball, though. No, it's not. It looked like it for a half a second. I think the idea was there, but not the execution. He's tried to play a ball into the far post for Digne to run on into, but he's not took it down well. I can't make my mind up about Zaniolo. He's done really well in terms of goals. You know, elsewhere. Scored, I think, 5 in 5 for Galatasaray, but we've not really seen that. He's not replicated it at Aston Villa. There's no way we could beat Fiorentina. Wolves are going to play like this too. Yeah, they will play low block too. At least we'll have the first team out for that. It's what happened if that Newcastle game where the high line just ruined us. Yeah. I think that's what McGinn means by the we will batter or do the battering, you know. That Newcastle game, you know, very similar play style. They are very aggressive with pace. They don't care about what opposition, they play very similar. Newcastle, we've seen that in the Premier League. We've seen that against PSG. Very aggressive side. How you doing, Vince? What's good? I haven't been here for a long time. It probably has been a while. I think at most it might have been just before the Chelsea game, or maybe at the Chelsea game. But I appreciate your support. Speaking of Chelsea, they actually won a game. They beat Fulham. I watched it. I was actually surprised he won. That's how bad it's got now. Zaniolo! Oh, sorry. Zaniolo with an overhead out of nowhere. Well, it's the first shot on target for Aston Villa. I apologise if I've given anyone a heart attack. But the crossing from Digne seemingly was going nowhere. And then Zaniolo acrobatically tried an overhead kick. Got decent contact and it forced a good save. Really good save. A literal chance out of nowhere. Very, I'll say, very clever from Zaniolo to attempt that. Because the ball's deflected, loops in the air. And I was expecting him to take it down. Because we've been a little bit slow at times, Villa. But he went for the audacious overhead. Cross comes in. Again, I think it was towards Clement Longley. A good header away. Yeah, the kit's bad, isn't it? Yeah, Paul, this is what, the whole Castore issue is. Like, the kit is drenched. The kits are terrible. How you doing, Nilham? This is why the Villa women don't like the kit. I will have to get a drink at half time. And just leave my stream for like a couple of minutes because I don't have a drink next to me and my throat is burning. Longley, clip pass forward, good header away. Digne tries to collect it. He does get the ball off John McGinn. That's nice. Nice from McGinn. Here's Tielemans. Goes for goal and it's straight down the throat of Maric, but it's another shot on target for Aston Villa. If you're going to scrape the barrel for positives. That is now 2 shots on target in roughly 2 minutes. It's a very speculative effort, though. It's hit and hope. I've said this a few times today, but we've had a fair few hit and hope passes, and now we've had a hit and hope shot. Yeah, this is club stat pad. I don't really know what he's. I feel like he's trying to get maybe a bit of swerve on the ball. Caused the keeper some problems, but I think he probably knew himself he's probably not going to score from there. McGinn finds Tielemans into Dendoncker. He's not had the ball a lot, Dendoncker, today. Tielemans now towards the right-hand side. Concert might do an early cross. Instead finds Leon Bailey. Want to see Bailey take on more players. He's barely done that today. Bailey, that's a not bad ball, but no one really there to attack it for Aston Villa. He gets across in between 2 Zrinjski players. I like the idea. Again, it's just execution. We play Wolves. It's Midlands Derby on Sunday. Brilliant time to play them when they've literally just beat the champions. Fantastic. And we struggle. We have struggled in recent years against Wolves. We just can't seem to beat them. I think the last time we beat them was a 1-0 win at the Molineux during lockdown with El Ghazi penalty. Bailey, nice dribbling. Bailey fakes a shot. Oh, it's brilliant from Bailey. His shot is eventually deflected away. I think Villa, Duran tries to dispatch the rebound. Bailey complaining as he wants a set piece. That's really nice from Leon Bailey, though. Good dribbling. He tries to go through, 4 or 5 Zrinjski players here? I don't know how he managed that. Fakes one shot, sends one player to the ground. His left-footed shot was deflected, and then Duran tries to finish the rebound, which it looked like that also got deflected away, but it might have rebounded back off Duran and out for a goal kick. But Tyler says Bailey and Zaniolo have been magnificent. I think other than the overhead kick, I think Zaniolo has not been great. That's what I will say. I think Bailey's been pretty decent, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm watching the sport in a different way, but I've not seen a lot of positives from Zaniolo. I like the creativeness of the shot, and he's very unlucky not to score that. I think the poorest man on the pitch for Aston Villa, though, is Tielemans. I think he's been piss poor. Digne's been our best player. I said this. Yeah, I did say that, Paul. Digne's been very good today, which is very uncommon. It's not a very common thing for Luca Digne. I'm usually the one that's berating him, saying he's shit and he can't run. But he's actually done very well, very solid at the back. And he's probably our only attacking outlet on the left-hand side. Gypsy Lad says must-win game. It certainly is. It is Liverpool 1-0. They're playing another Wi-Fi team, aren't they? Liverpool were given the easiest group. And they actually were struggling against Lask, but they are beating Royal Union, who play in Belgium. Bloody hell, man. They are actually leading the Belgian league, though, to be fair. But that's not great. I watched you play against Brighton. You did so good. We were brilliant. We were absolutely brilliant. Pulled Brighton to pieces. We used their game plan against them. So many teams get scared when they play Brighton, and they play quite passive. But we just went, fuck them. Let's play our game. Let's use their press against them. Let's use their possession against them. Hit them on the break with pace, with Diaby, and they couldn't handle him. Diaby was causing so many issues. I don't think they dealt with Diaby a single time. Like, he was an absolute monster. And then Watkins, when Watkins is on his day, he's brilliant. My criticism of Ollie Watkins is he often does ghost games. But when Watkins is on it, he's on it. You don't want to... the best way to word it is, say he gets like an early goal, you don't want to play him. He's on fire. That is half time, though. And it is Aston Villa 0, Zrinjski 0. That's not brilliant. It's not a brilliant game so far. It's not even a great one, if we're really going to go there. I think Aston Villa... I don't think we've been to the standard that we deserve, really, that we need. We have... Say the game ends now, we get 1 point in 2 games. I'm watching on TNT Sport too, Vince. Yeah, if we don't win this type of game, we're in trouble. If Legia Warsaw beat AZ Alkmaar, we're in some serious trouble. Legia would go on 6 points and Villa would be on 1. Like, that's bad. That is really bad. I've not seen anything about Diaby. Hopefully he will be fine. We'll see, I guess. He's missing today. He's not on the bench because of the injury, but I'm hoping it's not going to be anything long term. He probably will miss like the Wolves game at the very least. Injury issues for Aston Villa: Buendia, Diaby, Courtney Owls, Erogue Bunham, Kamara, Mings, Moreno, and Ramsey. Ramsey just recently come back, but he might have triggered his little injury again, which is not fun. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to get a drink. I'll be very, very fast. But yeah, come back. You can ask me some questions and I'll answer them when I'm back. Or just tell me how you reckon the game's gone. Or the Villa so far. But not been good enough. Right, hello, I'm back. I apologise for the delay. My throat just started to really burn. That was absolutely horrible. So yeah, I'll look at the stats for the game so far, but I don't think it's great reading. 66% of the ball for Villa is probably expected. 8 shots to their 3. 2 on target to their 1, but they've had the biggest chance by a mile. Tyler says, I personally think if we don't get injuries anymore, we can finish top 5, maybe even 4 if you played like we did against Brighton, plus we have Wolves on Sunday. Wolves no easy game though. Derbies are where form goes out the window, and they love to play us. They've just beaten City. I don't know. I think that's a tough one. That is a tough one, really. Yeah. I think, most teams when they play Wolves, they look at them, probably think, fairly easy 3 points, but I hate playing Wolves. They're vile. I hate their fans. I hate everything about Wolves. I don't even, at least with Birmingham City, it's a fierce derby and there's a, joint hatred. They hate us more than we hate them. I just have a personal vendetta because I just can't stand them. I think their fans are vile. All right. Reading comments. It's going to go well. The gap in quality. Well, I said this, by the way. Before I even read out the comment, I've literally said this today. The gap in quality between our first and second team is shocking. It is. It is absolutely piss poor. The clown emoji. Tragic. Get Tielemans off, please. I'm on my knees. Well, that was fucking dreadful. Football is funny. Put 6 past Brighton, but can't score against a Wi-Fi password 4 days later. Shirts look atrocious again. The difference between Louise x Kamara to the Chuckle Brothers is night and day. That's a brilliant comment. Starting to get annoyed with Cup Tie Villa. Yeah, Cup Tie Villa is shite. Zaniolo nearly scored an overhead. Cross was deflected to him. He tried an acrobatic shot. Wasn't enough in the corner to cause too many problems, but it was a decent attempt. It was a good save. But yeah, the complaint that a lot of people are making, Villa's second team is wank. Like there's no denying it really. The second team from Aston Villa is awful. Flat, slow and boring to watch. Absolutely pathetic from some of the fringe players who look as though they can't be asked. Get Watkins and Louise on at half time. Why are we so crap in Europe? Well, cups in general. Yeah, we're so shit in literally in all the cup games. We've been shit except for Hibernian. Hibernian just seemed to be the one European team we can beat. Lackluster, uncoordinated, casual. Tielemans needs to do better. Yeah, Tielemans has been shite. I'm tired of Tielemans. Leicester fans actually warned us. Leicester, you know what? I will say that Leicester fans actually warned Villa about this, and I didn't think it was true. But Leicester fans have said, like, if things aren't going your way, Tielemans ain't your man. So, like, he will be lazy. He won't run. He won't do anything for you. And it's so true. It's so true. He's so shit when we need him to be. When we're struggling, he's shit. When we're doing well, Tielemans is brilliant. But the second we start struggling, he's not the man to rely on. He's so lazy, man. Yeah, we're going to get grouped. We're actually going to get grouped at this rate. We do need a little bit of first team focus on this group. Otherwise, we are going to crash out. Toilet, we could have been losing. Like nil, you'll laugh at 0-0. It should be 1-0 to them. This is the point I'm trying to make. They actually should be winning. They had a literal tap in, and Martinez made an incredible save. We actually should be losing, and they're showing the replay again. Emi Martinez pulls off an incredible save to stop it being 1-0 to them. Zaniolo tries an overhead kick that was, well, pretty much down the middle of the goal, but it was a good save. But yeah, very, very little to be happy about for Aston Villa so far. Up the Roma winning. Yeah, all the Europa League sides, all the home teams are winning 1-0. And then the Conference League. We've got 4 Conference League games on screen. You got one. Can I even point? Where is it on here? Am I dumb? I'm dumb. One there. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. I forgot where my camera was. I forget where my camera is. One there, and then we've got loads down here. Bro, can't point. Bro, cannot point. I know. Yeah, one game there, 3 games there. None of the home sides have scored in the Conference League. At least on screen. I want to see if that surely doesn't extend to the sides I've not covered. Surely. Oh no, there is one team that are winning. No, 2 teams are winning at home. Holy shit! I've just picked all the shit ones apparently. PAOK are beating Frankfurt 1-0. Actually, could have been 2 with the goal disallowed. As Zikovic is the goal scorer for PAOK. It's Nordsjælland 4, Ludogorets 1. Bloody hell. Nordsjælland are second in a group with Fenerbahce. So it looks like those 2 will qualify. Fenerbahce are favourites with Aston Villa somehow to win this. It's still Aberdeen 0, HJK 0. That game had 10 minutes of injury time. I think Aberdeen lost their first game, did they not? Yeah, Aberdeen did. And these are in fact, the 2 sides who lost are playing each other. So if this is a draw, they've pretty much condemned themselves. Earlier today, Besiktas lost 3-2 to Lugano. Oh my god, that's a shock. Besiktas with only 1 point in 2. Club Brugge beat Glimt. Dinamo Zagreb lost to Balkany. Bloody hell, there's been some shocking results in the Conference League. Lille drew 0-0 with Klavsik. What is going on? The Conference League has reeked today. What? The Conference League is honking today. Besiktas, Dinamo Zagreb, Tel Aviv, Lille, all drop points. Aston Villa are still being held by Wi-Fi FC. Fiorentina are 1-0 down to Ferencvaros. And PAOK are beating Frankfurt. What an absolute honking Conference League day. That's shocking. And it's Fenerbahce 0 to Narva 0. This is oh man, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Eric says we're scoring today, AJ. Not with the current players on the pitch, no. Subs maybe. Not with the 11. I think we've been piss poor. Deserve to be losing. They literally had the big chance and they missed. What's your prediction? Mine's 1. I said 3-0 to Aston Villa at the start of today, and that's aged brilliantly. So I'm going to hope and pray and say, probably 1-0. But that's awful. Ludogorets are the best Bulgarian side. Well, they are 4-1 down to Nordsjælland, so let's hope they can do better. How have they done? How did they do in the? I mean, to be fair, they did beat Trnava 4-0, so who knows? Ludogorets currently sit 6th place in the Bulgarian top division. Yeah. Watkins didn't start. No, we play a second team in the Conference League. And the difference between the Conference League Villa to regular Villa, or just Cup tie Villa to regular Villa, is night and day. It's fucking horrific. Absolutely horrendous. John Duran has been bullied by these defenders. Senic and Jakovljevic, whatever his name is. I hate his name. I've said his name like 20 times. Jakovljevic. Yeah, they've been absolutely all over Duran. Look at the clip. I can't. I'll look. Well, all right. I'll look at it on my phone. I'm guessing it's a sporting clip. Where if send it to me, send to my DMs. Ludogorets have been really good as they beat Ajax, but have been doing pretty bad in the Bulgarian League and pretty bad in the Conference League. Yeah, not great from them today, but they did win their first game, so that's still more points than Aston Villa as things stand. Yeah, we're not doing great. Yeah. What was that? Oh my god, no. What was... Bro is pretending. And then he trips him over. Nah, the Europa League is finished. He pretends to be hurt, doesn't fool anyone, and then just trips over someone. What have I just watched then? What on earth have I just seen? That is honk. That is also very much honk. Yeah, foot mummy. We're not playing very well. We're not playing well at all. Hopefully we can improve second half. Because bloody hell, we need to. The win is a necessity today. It's not even about can we or not. Yeah, we should. And I think wow, heavy subs for Aston Villa. There's also going to be one for Zrinjski as Malekin what the Wi-Fi password number 24 is come. Another anyway, 3 Villa subs, which is what we want to see. Matty Cash, Ollie Watkins, and Douglas Luiz are all coming on, which I think is perfect. We should, because we haven't been in Europe since 2009. So we really should take this seriously. I think we honestly thought we could roll up and piss this group, and that's not happening. So subs are coming on. Come on, you Villa boys. Dougie, get stuck in, lad. Ollie, come on. I want to see Duran off. I want to see Tielemans off. Digne off. Digne's been our best player. What is going on? Digne has literally been our best player and he's been subbed. What? Unai, what are you doing? What is Unai doing? Digne has been rock solid. And he's took off Dendoncker for Luiz. Tielemans exists, Unai. At least Duran went off. 1 out of the 3 subs happened, at least in my eyes. How has Tielemans stayed on? And Digne has been hooked? What? Oh man. No, I don't know what to say. Early chance of Villa though. Cash with a terrible cross, I guess. I love Unai Emery, but I want to know what's going on in his head. Digne has actually played brilliantly, and he's took him off at half time. I'm so confused. I am so confused. What? Why? A free kick Zrinjski has been given as Carlos has made a foul. I don't understand. Foot Mummy says, I mean, like they didn't have like a good attack. No, we didn't. We look rather toothless, really. Yeah, I do, Anthony. I do. I bet Unai knows a lot more than me. Probably everyone in chat combined plus. But I still stand by the fact Digne was our best player in that first half. I still stand by that. I am very surprised to see him go. And Tielemans has been terrible. And he has stayed on the pitch. Dendonk's not put a foot wrong this game. And he's gone off. Duran has been bullied. That's the sub I really wholeheartedly agree with. I think Duran has been schooled by these 2 centre-backs. They've roughed him up a little bit. And he has struggled. He's not really got any proper foothold on the game. So that sub makes a lot of sense. I get that. But Digne, it's looking like Lenglet's left back. I am so baffled. Concer's now playing centre back with Carlos, and Lenglet's now the left hand side. Unless we've gone to a back 3 somehow with John McGinn as a left wing back, but it looks like a back 4 to me. But we'll see. Trust the long legs. I don't want to trust the long legs. I don't want to. He's terrible. He's washed blood. Barcelona and Spurs don't want him. Sorry, well, I still, I back him. Half the things they say are a joke. But I'm slightly concerned. High line with Longley at left back. Bloody hell. It is 2-0 to Roma. Well spotted. Well spotted. Will Mourinho take them on another cup run? Tielemans loses the ball. And thankfully they give it straight back. Longley takes over. Into Dougie Luiz. Luiz across to Leon Bailey. Bailey's pass is cut out. That's shite. No foul, please. Oh, you dive into it. Don't you dare give that. Yeah, good. He didn't give it. You prick. Fall into the ground, man. Give me penalty. Give me penalty. Like, honestly. They've done a lot of that today as well. John McGinn for Aston Villa. McGinn into Bailey. Left-hand side. Could put an early cross in. Fakes the cross. Oh, Trivella pass into the box. Cut out. That was a really good idea from Leon Bailey. Bailey's been quite creative in this game. It's a shame a lot of it has not, truly worked out. But I rate a lot of his ideas. How you doing, Mark? What's good? Roma got robbed. I reckon they reached the final again. Oh, maybe. We'll see. John McGinn. Lovely tackle and turn from McGinn. Chat to Villa. McGinn into Bailey in the box. Bailey cross. Watkins can't get the shot away. McGinn tries to pull the ball back into the box. Villa get a corner. Come on. Not bad. Not bad. A little bit sloppy there. Brilliantly won by McGinn in the first place. McGinn into Bailey. First time ball. Watkins can't get his feet sorted out. And I don't think he got the shot away. It actually, I think, deflected off the leg of a defender. Went back out wide towards McGinn. And McGinn won a corner for Aston Villa. 5 corners for Villa. And Zrinjski have yet to receive one today. Leon Bailey. Left-footed, swings it in. Not a terrible corner, but it's headed away. John McGinn towards Matty Cash. Cash into Watkins. Watkins scoops the ball in. And Carlos heads that more towards the corner flag than towards the goal. And it will be a goal kick, obviously. That's terrible. That is pretty damn terrible. Good cross from Ollie Watkins. Shame he's not on the end of it, because that's wank. Yeah, and Ollie grimaces as he sees the shot. Well, I'm being very polite to call that a shot from Carlos. That's a woeful header. 5 minutes have gone in the second half. It is still goalless between Aston Villa and Zrinjski. I'm going to keep a beady eye on Alkmaar versus Legia Warsaw's scoreline. Hopefully we can just really desperately need to grab a goal in the second half. I think as soon as a goal goes in, I do think the floodgates will open. Oh, lovely attempt from Tielemans to play a ball forward. And it was well cut out. Probably the best thing Tielemans has done all game, and it didn't even work. I think that says it all. Good pluck out the sky from the goalkeeper. Hang on, I just got to get the lineup back because I forgot some of these Zrinjski players. Yeah, it was Maric. Good bit of goalkeeping. He's been quite solid for them so far. Douglas Luiz into John McGinn. Back into Dougie. Dougie finds Tielemans. Tielemans tries to find Watkins. It's cut out. And now this could be a counter-attack break for Zrinjski. Konsa's got to keep up with the pace. He does brilliantly there, as Konsa. That's really smart. Good defending. And Carlos with a calm ball towards Dougie Luiz. Other than the little scare that we had with the long ball that was onside, I think we've defended okay. It's just we've not done brilliantly going forward. AZ Alkmaar lead against Legia Warsaw. Now that does shake up the group a little bit. Villa are bottom of the group though. If everything stays as it is, Villa will finish today bottom of the group. Douglas Luiz scoops the ball to Bailey, but very bad first touch from Leon Bailey. And that'll be a throw into Aston Villa as they clear it. 3-0 to Roma. Bloody hell. And Fiorentina 2-0 down now. Longley scoops it out wide to Louise. Yeah, Pavlidis is the goal scorer for AZ Alkmaar. That group, as things stand, we'll see Zrinjski sit top on 4, Alkmaar on 3, Legia on 3, and Villa on 1. Not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. Winner of the group, by the way, it qualifies straight for the quarterfinals, but second place has to compete in the round of 16. So there is a big difference between getting first and second in this tournament. Zaniolo into Watkins, claiming handball. John McGinn, penalty. Aston Villa penalty. Handball is given. Villa have a lifeline in the group. We have needed just this bit of luck. Villa get a penalty, and the Zrinjski players are screaming and pleading with the referee that it shouldn't be given. They want a foul there, I think. And is this handball? We're going to see. We're going to see. Is this handball? No, it's his face. That's not handball. That's his face, no? I don't think that should be given. The second one hits his arm, but his arm is already down. Now, is there VAR on the... Surely there's VAR on the Conference League. That's hit his face. Oh, no, it does hit his hand. Does it hit his head face first, then his hand? The camera angle's terrible. I can't lie. The camera angle there is awful. It's very blurry. Yeah, he's going to check monitor, I think. Yeah, there's a VAR check. It looked like, from first viewing, with a very blurry camera, that it hit his face. So we're going to have to wait momentarily here to see if an Aston Villa penalty is going to be given. Yeah, it just hits his face, no? The camera they give... Yeah, the camera's shite. It's so blurry. Yeah, that's not going to be given. That's his face. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be given at all. And rightfully so. I did say face straight away. Yeah, it was film of the potato. Yeah, no penalty. It's handball. It's not handball. It's hit his face. It is VAR, and VAR have overturned it. Correct decision, as much as it is frustrating. But that's why we have VAR. It did hit the face of Jakovljevic. Which I think, I think that's why they were, arguing so much about the penalty decision in the first place. They were complaining. Now Villa are complaining because they get a drop ball now. Even though it should actually be our ball, they get it, which is bollocks. And still it remains goalless between Aston Villa and Zrinjski. I think the decision was correct in the end. I said this initially. To me, I don't even get to hear the commentators. To me, it did look like it just hit his face. I thought it might have hit his hand and then his face, but no, it just cleanly hits his face. Which does explain why. I mean, when the penalty was given, the Zrinjski players surrounded the referee. Which, sometimes some teams do that. They'll argue anything. But they look absolutely perplexed that a penalty was given. Zaniolo for Aston Villa. Still dribbling. He's in the box now. He's now out wide. And he gets a corner. That's not terrible from Zaniolo. He's got something. Thankfully. He has earned something for Aston Villa. Tielemans to take the corner kick. We desperately need something here, man. Desperately need something. Come on, boys. Corner comes in. Towards Carlos! Brilliant save. Rebound. Spilt by the goalkeeper. Well, I thought a foul was going to be given, but the referee does not whistle. Villa get another crossing from the right towards Zaniolo, and it's hacked away at the near post. Well, Carlos' header was saved, but spilt by the goalkeeper, and Villa just could not force it over the line. It was all Aston Villa the last 10 minutes. John McGinn into Leon Bailey. Bailey now in the box. Nice dribbling. Oh, well cut out. Is that another corner to Aston Villa? It is. It's another Villa corner. Come on. All we need is one chance. Please. Oh, that's brilliant goalkeeping, you know. Carlos not only got the initial header, he actually got the rebound, but it was smothered by the goalkeeper on the floor. That's a brilliant save. That's a brilliant save. Carlos is very unlucky not to put Villa 1-0 up. We keep knocking on the door, but just can't force it in. Nearly an hour gone. Still, it remains goalless. Leon Bailey to take the corner kick for Aston Villa. A very crowded penalty box. You rarely see this, by the way, but the penalty box is like a sardine tin. Every player is inside the 6-yard box. Every single player who's obviously, or other than one. One is just chilling edge of the box for some reason. Oh, Tielemans. Oh my God, Tielemans, what are you doing? Tielemans has lost the ball, and this could be a counter attack. Oh, thankfully they've given it away. Tielemans is shit, man. Bailey back into Tielemans. Douglas Luiz. Thankfully that didn't lead to anything terrible. Jesus Christ. Concert to Cash. Cash is tackled. Villa get a throw in. It's going to be a sub for Zrinjski. If you would have told them, by the way, that they would have beaten Alkmaar away and beaten Alkmaar at home and drew Villa away, their fans would probably not believe you. This has probably been the perfect start to the Conference League as things stand. Bailey left-footed cross deflected. Villa get another corner. We've had so many corners today. I want to know the stat. I think this is like, what, 8th, 9th corner? Zrinjski have yet to have one. 4-0 Roma now. Bloody hell. Still 1-0 to AZ Alkmaar. Bailey corner. 31 of you in the live stream. Corner comes in. It's shite from Bailey. He's just tried to hit an area and just failed miserably. Tielemans. He gets an early ball in. Towards the far post. Gonna go to Watkins. Keeps it alive. Header! Brilliant save again. It's right at the keeper. Clement Longley could only head it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh my God, man. Brilliantly kept alive from Watkins. Longley's header's terrible, man. He just heads it straight into him. Jesus Christ. 61 minutes gone, it's still goalless. All we need, one chance, the floodlight. If we score, the floodlights break. Not floodlights, the floodgates break. We would literally hit them. We would hit them for 6. Get that goal. That's all we need to do. Get that goal. And their resilience would crumble. And we would hammer them. All we need to do is just get that goal. It's so easy said than done. Sub for Zrinjski. Ivancic is coming off. That's sad because he was one of the players I'd like to pronounce. And Kozulj is coming on. Kit number 93, by the way. They love this. Senic is number 95. Oh, Tyrone Mings is with... that's crazy. Drawing to Wi-Fi, getting club afterwards, by the way. Tyrone Mings with Prince William. Watching Aston Villa today. Wonder what their conversation is. Mings and Prince William. Oh, there's an off the ball incident with Matty Cash yet. Cash is on the ground, holding his nose. I've not seen that. The camera didn't pick this up. Oh, there's now some proper beef between the Villa and Zrinjski players. Proper coming together. Bobia and Kuze are arguing with the referee. I need to see what happened here, but Cash was on the ground. Well, yellow card is given to both parties. What happened? I need to see this. I think Cash is saying have a look. Well, we're going to get a replay now, I think. Oh, there's a headbutt. There's a headbutt. Cash has been headbutted. Cash was headbutted. Surely? I think like you kind of like act it out a little bit, but it looked like Bilbia or Bilbilja, whatever, headbutted Matty Cash there, which is what Cash was saying to the referee. It looked like a headbutt to me. I don't know what Cash has been booked for, by the way. Like that, I know the referees love to do that when there's always like a fight between two players. They get both get bookings. Cash has seemingly been headbutted and given a yellow card for it. I'm baffled. Carlos into Tielemans. Back to Concert. Douglas Luiz into Cash. Cash now in the box. Gets across in towards the far post. And Villa get another corner. How many times have I said it? We just keep rolling through these corners. Come on. Set pieces have been terrible though. I do expect more. I expect a standard. If you've got like double-digit corners, I expect something. Tielemans to take the corner for Aston Villa. Right-footed. It's actually deflected. Zaniolo! It's another save. And another hold by Maric. I think it got a little nick on its way through. Tielemans' corner. It's actually, yeah, it's flicked on from the defender into Zaniolo, and his shot wasn't amazing. And it's a simple save, really, by Maric. Longley, good interception. Concert. Risky defending there from Concert, but he does enough. Carlos into Douglas Luiz. Luiz with a little nice turn actually there. And he's still dribbling. Luiz into McGinn. McGinn could look for Bailey. Instead he goes backwards towards the Brazilian. Tielemans now. Villa go from left. Seemingly going from left to right, but he might go back down the right hand side. No, Luiz does go towards the right now. Tielemans into Cash. Cash with a step over. Back to Concert. Pretty much everybody's in their half. No, I mean, not their half, in their final third is what I'm trying to say. Lovely ball from Tielemans, but brilliantly cut out. Matty Cash probably would have been in on goal then. That's a really good interception. And as much as I've given Tielemans some criticism today, that was a really good pass. That's really unlucky. Yeah, if you do pick a man of the match, you probably do pick Maric so far. He's dealt with everything, really. He's played very well. If you're going to pick a best player for Aston Villa, you struggle. I would have said Digne, but Digne got hooked off at half-time. Yeah. Cash's cross is deflected away. Is Douglas Luiz. Luiz into McGinn. Probably McGinn's probably been our best player today, maybe. Good ball from Luiz. Concert to Watkins in the box. Watkins hooks across in. Bailey can't get the shot away. It's a bit of head tennis. And now, well, Carlos and Tielemans together nearly lost the ball. Tielemans, he puts the ball across to McGinn. McGinn left-hand side. Can you stop saying accept it? I will time you out. Douglas Luiz. Might go for goal. He does! And he puts it over. I'm an Aston Villa content creator, right? I physically cannot. So if you say it again, you'll get timed out, okay? Just because you want to be if you want to be negative, that's up to you, right? But don't force it on me. We've been the better side. It's just the second team honk, basically. I think if we want to qualify, the first team needs to play. And I think a Premier League game might have to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Ball, lovely ball to Watkins. Watkins now just inside the box, now forced out of it on the byline. Watkins now finds Leon Bailey. Bailey into Ollie Watkins. Watkins across to Tielemans. Tielemans has a chance! Great save from the keeper again. So really, well, again, it's a flat shot though. We're not forcing this keeper to do anything special. It's another like half decent save, but it's simple. This is just stat padding for Maric. He's made a lot of saves today, but most of them have been straight at him. Tielemans, though, got space. And he probably should have done better there, really. Bailey. Now on the byline. Cross towards the far post. Cash trying to keep it alive. Tielemans! Saved again! That's a better shot and a better save. Yuri Tielemans with a vicious strike. That is probably the save of the day so far, other than probably Martinez first half. Cash into Zaniolo. Zaniolo to Cash. Cash goes down. Waved away penalty. Villa wanted it. Not given. That might get a look in on VAR. But I don't think a foul was there in my view. Yeah, well. If it's going to be checked, they're not checking it now at least. The player's not stopped. Chance for Villa down the right again. Cash with the ball again. And he's seemingly lost it. And then Zrinjski giving it straight back to Villa. They do look rattled. It's all Aston Villa. This second half has pretty much been one-way traffic. Zaniolo, what on earth is that? What on earth is that? That's shocking from Zaniolo. He's pretty much put it over the whole 10 stand. That is absolutely awful from Zaniolo. It's a shoulder-to-shoulder on Cash there. He's just not strong enough. Watching the replay, it was a half volley from Tielemans. Oh, he got good contact on the ball there, Tielemans. Again, though, it's pretty much straight at Maric. That's disappointing. Very disappointing, really. Can we keep the chat in English? Your comment will get timed out because I don't know what you're saying. You're probably saying something nice, hopefully. And now a Zrinjski shot has to be tipped over by Emi Martinez. That's extraordinary. That is absolutely extraordinary. Yeah, I will. If we've got any mod in chat, you can do it for me. That'd be nice. Because I don't, obviously I don't speak the language. And, you know, if he says something ridiculous and I don't time it out, I look bad. So I apologise. It is an English only chat. I'm sorry, mate. Watkins. Cross is deflected. Yeah, their keeper's doing really well. Time me out. Freedom of speech. We've seen it. It's not freedom. I'm just tired of you saying. I'm reading the same thing from you. Cross comes in towards Watkins. Barely cleared. Oh, Cash goes down again. Tielemans shot. It's pinball football. And that'll be a throw into Aston Villa. Bloody hell. Zrinjski have fell to shit. Oh, the referee has stopped play. What is he signal for? Just watching the replay. Long lay cross. That's a brilliant tackle. That's not a foul on Cash. That's actually an incredible challenge. That's an incredible challenge. It didn't look like a foul to me. Yeah, he's got the ball. That's brilliant. If he doesn't get the ball there, that's a penalty. But he did. We've seen these games so many times in these streams. We get close to scoring so many times we don't win. I'll get a grand in Super Chat installments. Is there any need to be negative though? We've had a good season so far, albeit cup competitions have not been great, but we've had a good season. But you've been negative every game. We don't sit in the bottom half of the table. We're not Man United fans. We're not Chelsea fans. I don't see a reason to be negative. We play well. We just can't put the ball in the net. I think shooting practice is in order because every shot has gone down the goalkeeper's throat. I can't lie. Isn't there a reason to be negative right now? You're asking questions of them, and I've turned up a second. Yeah, there isn't. There isn't a reason to be negative. We've exactly, Barak. We've been all over him. We've been absolutely all over him. Definitely both, Anthony. We've had a lot of chances. It's just all the shots have been at the goalkeeper. This keeper has yet to make like a really impressive save. He's gonna have a lot of saves on his on the stats today. You're gonna see he might even get man of the match for it, but he's not done anything extraordinary. Cross on Louise is decent, half cleared. Zaniolo, that's a good header into Cash. Shots deflected again. Aston Villa get a corner again. Come on! Once again, it's in front of the whole tent. We just need these set pieces to improve. We've had so many, and so many have been bad. I don't understand. So many of these set pieces have been awful. It's just not been good enough. But yeah, their goalkeeper will get man of the match, but he's done nothing special. Corner comes in for Aston Villa. It's a scramble. It's hacked away again in front of goal. Could have gone anywhere. Bailey gets it back again for Aston Villa on the right. Back to Tielemans. Hooks it into the box. It's a bad cross from Tielemans, really. Cash nods it forward to Douglas Luiz. Luiz takes it down. He gets lucky. He's in the box now, Dougie. Oh, then he's forced outwards again because of how defensive they are. He just ran into a brick wall almost. Long lay for Villa. Into Miguel. The percentage of the ball for Villa in the second half must be like 80%. It's just been one wave. Long lay. Left-hand side now, John McGinn. McGinn back to Long. Can we get the ball in, please? Long lay into Tielemans. Cross into the box towards Watkins. Brilliant header away. And I'm going to say the words again. It's another Aston Villa corner. Come on! It's really well defended by Jakoljevic at the back post as the cross was looking for Ollie Watkins. 15 minutes to go here. It's still goalless, but Zrinjski are hanging on by a thread. It's been one-wave traffic from Villa pretty much the entire of the second half, but we just can't seem to score. We've done everything but score. Louise corner, right-footed. It's a decent one. As flick wide. That's going to be a goal kick, I think. Diego Carlos. Oh, my goodness me, man. How have we not scored? I know how we've not scored because every shot is straight at the goalkeeper, but we've had so many chances. Yeah, Paul, you're spot on. They're so defensive. And I don't blame them because, they've come here probably expecting to lose, and their game plan is hit us on the counter-attack, bro. Zrinjski I don't think you can be more negative than what they've been. They've sat, 11 men behind the ball. The saying is 10 men behind the ball, but they've somehow snuck another one there. They've been incredibly defensive, and they've played pretty well, to be fair to them. And say we even get a late winner in this game, they can still, hold their head up high. I think every player they've had has put in a shift. Defensively, they've been rock solid. Their striker, Babilja, has just come off for Kiss. We're going to see where he plays. Honestly, it could be that shameless. They might have took off their striker and gone in, even more defensive somehow. That's what it looks like anyway. It's something they would do. Babilja does have a yellow card. That might be another issue as well. And he's been feeding off scraps this second half. It is another... Yeah, okay, I was going to say. It probably would be. It just felt like one of those games. They've been so defensive that if it was another... if it was another midfielder or defender, it'd be funny. 3 goals last 2. Bloody hell. Carlos for Villa. 13 minutes to go here. It is still goalless. Carlos into Ezri Konsa. Please, Villa, do something. Please. Konsa switches to play. Oh, dear. That's a goal kick. Konsa goes for a diagonal. And yeah, he just looks a bit frustrated there, Ezri. I think the pass is okay. It's one of those. I think that's more on Bailey than Konsa, really. Guys, 26 of you in the live stream. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I can't even speak. And subscribe to the channel if you want to. Recently hit 3.5k on YouTube, 4.5k on TikTok. Any extra support would be amazing. Thank you. I forgot what I was going to say as well. This game has just been so crazy. We're so desperate need. We're in such desperate need to get a goal here. We cannot sit rock bottom of Group E after 2 games. The third of the time in Group E is gone, and we have got 1 point for it. I subscribe to your channel. Not a Villa fan, but I've enjoyed watching the game with you, AJ. I appreciate that comment. I've had that quite a few times. You know, in the time that I've been doing these type of watch-alongs and live streams. A lot of the people who follow me are not Villa. But yeah, I try and, you know, be unbiased. I try and give, you know, the commentary that people want to hear, you know. Good ball from long lane to Watkins. Good turn from Watkins. Lays the ball off to Tielemans. And Tina's pass into Louise was very well read. Villa keep the ball alive. Invisible E says, why is it hard for Villa to beat rubbish teams? We do struggle with low block, historically. We like playing against teams that are expansive. Low block, we have trouble. And especially our second string team is just not amazing. That's probably why. Bailey across to Carlos, but he doesn't even get the... Dear Lord, Diego Carlos. Not a great touch there. Konsa has to take over. Louise. They are so shamelessly defensive. It's crazy. Every single player is 30 yards from their goal. Cross on the right is concede. Another corner. I don't even think they needed to do that. I think he's mishit the ball from his reaction. I don't think he needed to concede it. It's looking like Traore is going to come on for Aston Villa. You're not over a top reactor, you can't collecting statistical, that's the word. I mean, if we score a goal, I'm very passionate. I'm going to say that. If you want to say that's over the top, that's up to you. I'm very passionate. But yeah, I don't try and exaggerate. That's where I say I'm not over the top. Even though it does pay to be that way. People love to exaggerate for clicks and views and all that. Oh, for goodness sake, the time wasting has begun. A player has gone down in the box and the Villa fans are seemingly not happy. Because, yeah, we've seen this all before. Radic, he's holding his nose. With a game like this, I will scream my absolute throat out if we get a goal. I do not care, it's Zrinjski. I do not care. It's not bad to be no, it's not bad to be reactionary and passionate. Yeah. More means some channels on the screen. Yeah. I'm just the best way I want to describe the channel is take a fan from the stand, put him in put him in front of a camera. That's me. You know, the way I act on camera is the way I am when I'm at games. You know, I've done vlogs. I'm the exact same. I've done, I think, 3 Villa vlogs. Crystal Palace, Newcastle and Chelsea. And I'm the exact same. You know, whether I'm in front of you guys here or at Villa Park or whatever. That's the way I'll always have. You know, I'll always be. I will never be any different. Some people say, like, extreme things all the time. It's mad. Douglas Luiz for Villa. 9 minutes to go. Well, technically 8 now. Jesus Christ. Still goalless. Please. We desperately need this goal. 1 point in 2 games in the group is just not good enough. Tielemans to Traore, the new substitute for Aston Villa. Tielemans now gets the cross in. Zaniolo flicks the header on and it's gone maybe 2 feet wide. Oh, my goodness me. My criticism of Tielemans is valid, but he's probably the only one getting involved now. And he's very direct with his passing and shooting. So I'm very critical, but at least he's doing something. So I'll give him some praise for that. He's doing a lot more in the second half than he was in the first half, at the very least. I broke my hand when West Ham won the Conference League because I slammed it so hard the sofa celebrating. I remember that game. Well, obviously, it didn't feel like a final. It was a bit messier. You could tell both teams were very nervous. I don't think West Ham were even that great, but you were clinical. And Jared Bowen, one of the best. I've said this last couple of years, especially because Villa wanted him as well. But Jared Bowen is one of the best players, in the Premier League, and he doesn't get any of the credit he deserves. Chance for Cash, cross comes, shot goes wide. Oh my goodness me! He catches it with venom, but no accuracy. Jesus, man. Yeah. Sorry, just back to my point. Jared Bowen, and not just him, but also, some other some West Ham players. Sorry, my brain's just gone to shit. A West Ham players not in the England setup, which arguably should be, like with James Ward-Prowse. Bowen, has been clinical in the past. He's done very well so far this season, and he won you a trophy. Like I think he's phenomenal on his day. And if Jared Bowen played for like Spurs, he'd be playing for England every week. I just say it as it is. I do think Ward-Prowse especially, and not even you can ignore like how he is as a player. England are very set piece reliant at times. Ward-Prowse is brilliant for it, and Southampton fans used to say, "Oh, James Ward-Prowse can't do good corners." On his West Ham debut, you got a goal from a Ward-Prowse corner. So I don't want to hear it when people say he can't do good corners. I've seen him. They might not be the best all the time, but I think Southampton chat shit personally. Yeah, same with Villa. Jack Grealish wasn't considered for the England team really until Man City. Man City bought him in the Euros. Grealish would hardly ever start for England. He was an Aston Villa player then. He'd barely come on. He barely featured. And as soon as Grealish went to Man City, he plays almost all the time. Make of that what you will. 5 minutes to go here. It is still Aston Villa 0, Zrinjski 0. I will say that the game is starting to fizzle a little bit. We're trying to keep this tempo really high and create chances, but it's starting to look a bit more hopeful rather than inevitable. Langley for Villa. Side-to-side football as we try and put the cross in. Konza goes to the right-hand side with Traore. He's got Cash on an underlap. He ignores him. Instead finds Tielemans. He goes down. That's a free kick to Aston Villa in a very good position. Just outside the box. He's hacked him down there. And this is a good position. If Luca Digne was on the pitch, man, this is perfect. Picture, if you guys are not watching, Digne against Man United when he scored the free kick. It's pretty much that spot on the pitch. This is a great opportunity. England under Southgate plays similar to West Ham. Yeah, arguably, yeah. Which I remember. I mean, I don't know how true this was because it was brought up in conversations I've had with people. Harry Maguire was obviously linked at West Ham. I don't know how long or how far that got through before it didn't inevitably happen. But I think Maguire arguably would have suited West Ham's system because it is, like you said, he suits England with the way they play, and I think West Ham are fairly similar. I don't think he would have done terribly at West Ham. Free kick to Villa. Louise, we play it short. Cash! Cross is intercepted in front of goal. We should really have a go, though. I think we should strike that rather than play a training ground set piece. Cross from Louise. Headed away at the near post. Tielemans gets it back out wide to Luis. 3 minutes to go. Still goalless. Still also 1-0 to AZ Alkmaar. Here's Traore. Traore crosses in towards the far post. Bailey's there, but the defender gets head to the ball first. Bailey's now forced out wide. Bailey with 3 men on him. Edge of the box now is Yuri Tielemans. And that pass is shite from Tielemans. And now they could hit us on the break. Oh, thankfully their pass is also terrible. Thankfully their pass is also terrible. But Tielemans nearly gave them the counter-attack of the century because Villa had almost everybody in their final third. And they nearly hit us with the blistering pace counter-attack. Is Bailey now. Edge of the box. Clips across in towards Louise. No one really attacks it. Cash now into Traore. Traore in the box. Tries to get on his left boot. To be fair, they know him very well. They know he's one-footed. He tries to stab the ball forward towards Matty Cash. It's intercepted. And, wow, Zrinjski, every time they get the ball, they just hoof it forward. There is no intent to play anything. They are just desperate to see this over the line. To see this goalless draw. Last minute winner will happen. It doesn't feel that way. I'd love to believe you, mate, but it just feels like we're running into a brick wall every single time. Ball into Zaniolo in the box. Zaniolo's shirt being held. Cross comes in, deflected. Villa corner again. Come on. The referee stopped playing for something. I got no headset. His shirt is being pulled there. That's not right, man. His shirt is being held for like 4 seconds there as Zaniolo runs into the box. You can't do that, but they get away with it. The shirt pulling, look, I don't mind a little bit, but that's insane. The shirt pulling there is ridiculous. Yeah, I think Unai Emery's complaining at it as well. You can't pull a shirt like that. He held on to Zaniolo for a very long time there. The Luiz corner. I think that'll be another corner. It will be. It was drilled towards the near post and headed away. Yeah, it was. I think it was a very small penalty check. I just don't get it. You can't do that. If he goes down, it's a penalty. It's one of those, and I hate it in this sport. Corner comes in towards the far post. It's punched away by the keeper. It's a scramble. It's another Villa corner. How many corners have we had this game? Bloody hell, man. Louise is just drilling them at the goalkeeper. I will say, Louise has this this technique where he loves to like swing it in like towards the throat of the keeper. It does cause problems. He scored directly from a corner against Bolton, against Arsenal, against Walsall in a friendly last year. Corner from Louise again. Same position, punched away by the keeper again. Villa get it back with Traore, left-footed cross, headed away at the near post. Shot from Tielemans is over the bar and into the whole tent. 6 minutes of added time, and it still remains goalless. Oh, frustration. Good cross from, a decent cross from Traore. Well defended, I will say. Cash doesn't get hold of the ball. Tielemans lashes on the loose ball. Gets contact. Cuts underneath the ball, I think, there. Needs to keep his head a bit down there. It gets right underneath it. All commentators say it was a clear penalty. It is. His shirt was being pulled for 4 seconds. It's a stone wall. It's one of those, Paul, where I said it about a minute ago. You got to go down to get it. You've got to go down to get that, and you shouldn't have to. But if Zaniolo goes down in the box there, he gets it, because you can't keep hold of someone's shirt. Like for that period of time, you can't do it. People say it's contact sport, whatever. He held his shirt for like 3 or 4 seconds straight, and you can't do that in the box. If Zaniolo goes down there, it's a penalty, and there's no argument. Traore's pass is intercepted. He gets it back though. Might swing the cross in. He's just too like one-dimensional, Traore. I like him, but he's so easy to defend at times because he's so one-footed. Long lay cross towards Zaniolo, and I think that's it's gone up for a goal kick. I was very hopeful that it flicked off as a Zrinjski player there. Yeah, 23 shots and no goals, Oliver. Unfortunately, that is correct. Tielemans rides with Benrahma, takes ambitious shots and costs us possession. Yeah. Yeah. This has just been frustration. Absolute frustration. I will be seeing on Twitter later, I'm guessing, lots of Villa fans complaining that no penalty was given there. I might make it in a TikTok video. Look, we shouldn't really be complaining about refereeing decisions against Zrinjski. We've got to win a game like this anyway. But look, it is Stonewall. Chance for John McGinn in the box. McGinn, Bailey fakes a shot. Bailey back to Watkins. Shots deflected. Douglas Luiz. Shots deflected again. It just keeps hitting this gold brick wall in front of goal. It's just rebound FC Villa, and we can't score. Really nice from John McGinn. He plays it into Watkins. Back heel from Watkins into Bailey. He beats one man with a fake shot, but the problem is there's like 3 men behind him. Painful. Absolutely painful from a Villa perspective. Bailey going long. Looking for Ollie Watkins. Hacked away by Zrinjski again. Cash does well with a very awkward ball. He lays it off to Tielemans. Villa have 2 minutes here. Traore. Into Cash. Good ball. Cash on the byline. Cross comes in towards McGinn. Yes! John McGinn wins it for Aston Villa! Super John McGinn flicks the ball into the back of the net. Aston Villa have won the game. Brilliant header. We've finally broken this annoying Zrinjski defence. Oh my goodness me. This has been like running into a gold brick wall for 90 minutes, but we've finally done it. And it's the skipper, Super John McGinn. Aston Villa 1, Zrinjski 0 in the 4th minute of injury time. Come on. Super John McGinn. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Finally we got the goal. We have been hammering down the door pretty much for the entire the second half. You was just starting to think it's going to be one of those days for Aston Villa. But a brilliant ball in from Matty Cash. McGinn gets away from the defenders, flicks it across goal, and Villa Park erupts. Oh my God. Brilliant directed header from John McGinn. Someone not known for his heading ability, but you wouldn't think it with that. That's fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh my goodness me, man. My throat has been ripped to pieces. It's Aston Villa 1, Zrinjski 0. And it's a trademark chest slide from John McGinn. Oh, fucking, we can breathe. We can breathe. Villa on the break. This could be 2. Ollie Watkins. Watkins tries to cut inside this. Well, it was very easy to read. Thankfully, we are not in desperate need to get that second goal. Oh, man. Oh, we finally... That was... Oh, I think I've given myself a headache. I've probably broken some part of my microphone. I've made some of you deaf, but yeah, worth it. And I'm guessing that is full time, surely. It is! Aston Villa have won in the Conference League. We are up and running in Group E, and bloody hell, it was close. Bloody hell, it was to the wire. Aston Villa have just about scraped it against Zrinjski. And look, people will criticise Aston Villa for not putting this game to bed well before the 94th minute. But they played with 11 men behind the ball for the entire game. It was so difficult to break them down, but we finally got a bit of luck. Cross on the right from Cash. McGinn found somehow a bit of space in the box. Flicks a header beyond goal. Beyond the goalkeeper's reach and into the back of the net. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness me. It's just started to feel like it weren't going to come. It really started to feel like that goal was not going to come for Villa. Because we just kept going and going. We had so many chances and shots, but the majority of them were down the keeper's throat. It was so frustrating. I think, look, a lot of credit must be shown and given to Zrinjski. They came here with a game plan and executed it almost perfectly. And right at the end, I mean, to lose a game like that must be heartbreak for them. But we did deserve to win this. We did deserve to win this, especially the fact that we should have got a penalty like 2 minutes prior to the goal with Zaniolo's shirt being pulled for 3 or 4 seconds in the box consecutively, and nothing was given. So I think, in terms of the balance of the game, we deserve to win it. I do feel for them a little bit, but yeah, bloody hell. What a moment. What a moment. Jesus, man. Give Emery the entire city. It is a group reset, yeah. It's as you were, because AZ Alkmaar beat Legia Warsaw 1-0, so everyone's on 3. So, in fact, that's what I would be saying as Unai, Unai, at the end of this game in the dressing room. No, we didn't play very well against Legia Warsaw. We deserved to lose that, but we've been handed a lifeline in this group, because it looked like if we'd have drew this game, we could have been really up against it. Bloody hell, that was stressful. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, it has finished Aston Villa 1, Zrinjski 0 in Group E in the Europa Conference League. And I can breathe. Thank you all for watching. It's been an emotional roller coaster today. 33 of you in the live stream. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're all new. If any of you are new or whatever. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm going to do a video on TikTok. The highlights of this game as well, I will post on the channel, and that will be done tonight. So if you want to watch that, feel free to do so. Thank you all for being here. I will be live for Aston Villa versus Wolves on Sunday. Would love to see you there. Up the Villa. Enjoy your night.